PB is a democratic process that allows City of Greensboro's residents to decide how to spend the City of Greensboro's money. The next way that city residents can be involved is by voting.
Residents 14 years and older can choose up to $100,000 worth of projects in their city council district. Let's see what's on this year's ballot. Please note the following 2 projects will appear on all district ballots and must be approved by voters from all districts. The lily pad seating project would install a lily pad style seat at 5 Greensboro Transit Agency bus stops in each of the city council districts. The cost is $5,000 per district for a total cost of $25,000. The Heritage Community Environmental Scan would contract with a community-based research team to identify historically significant neighborhoods. The project costs $5,000 per city council district for a total cost of $25,000. In addition to the 2 citywide projects, the following items will be on the ballot for District 1 residents. A proposed bus shelter at the intersection of Randleman and Creek Ridge Roads would add a shelter with solar lights, bench, and trash can at a Greensboro Transit Agency bus stop. The project cost is $10,000. The Glenwood Teen Talk program would introduce 13 to 18-year-old residents to audio and video production concepts, as well as media literacy, at a proposed cost of $7,000. The Active Lifestyle Promotion at Greenhaven Park project would install outdoor fitness equipment and instructions for its use. The project cost is $65,000. The Steelman Park Improvement Project would install 2 benches and a solar charging station in the park at a proposed cost of $23,100. In the next District 1 project, the Parks and Recreation Department would work with the community to improve Heath Park. Possible projects include a water fountain, play equipment, and benches. The project costs $55,000. The next proposed project would place a motion-sensing water fountain at Heath Park at a proposed cost of $10,000. The Glenwood Community Park Improvement Project would add multiple metal or wooden benches to increase the park's seating options. The projected cost is $7,000. The final District 1 proposal calls for a feasibility study and design to make Woodley Acres Park more compliant with the American with Disabilities Act and to add other new park amenities. The cost would be up to $50,000. In addition to the 2 citywide projects, the following items will be on the ballot for District 2 residents. The Craft Recreation Center Improvement Project would provide the center with new interior paint, deep cleaning, and refurbished kitchen cabinets. The project cost is $60,000. The next project would provide a motion sensor water filling station and fountain at Woven Works Park for a projected cost of $10,000. The Lake Townsend Sailboat Dock Replacement Project would replace 1 dock with a sustainable low-maintenance and slip-resistant Easy Dock system for a proposed cost of $50,000. The next project calls for the addition of outdoor fitness stations to the Smith Active Adult Center Community Park, which would expand the center's recreational offerings. The proposed cost is $30,000. The final proposal for District 2 is the Keeley Park Adaptive Bikes Project, which would purchase 3 adaptive mountain bikes for use on the park's planned VF Adaptive Mountain Bike Trail. It would be Greensboro's first inclusive mountain bike trail designed for people with disabilities and has a proposed cost of $50,000. In addition to the 2 citywide projects, the following items will be on the ballot for District 3 residents. The first item is a proposed bus shelter at the Greenbrier Road and Elm Street intersection. The shelter would include a bench and a trash can for the Greensboro Transit Agency bus stop at this intersection. The proposed cost is $20,000. The next proposal calls for the addition of 2 benches in a scenic area of the Bog Garden at Benjamin Park. The proposed cost is $11,000. The next proposal would provide seating at 3 stops on GTA Bus Route 3 in Fisher Park and has a proposed cost of $40,000. The Lake Brant Kayak Project would purchase kayaks and storage space for kayaks and related equipment. The cost is $25,000. A proposed charging station picnic table would place 2 solar-charged electronic charging picnic tables for visitors to charge their electronic devices when visiting a District 3 park. The precise location is to be determined, and the project costs $20,000. Next up in District 3 is an ADA feasibility study at Lake Daniel Park, which would ultimately yield ADA accessible improvements to the park. The cost is $25,000. The final District 3 proposal is the Green Hill Cemetery upgrade, which would install decorative metal fencing at the 2 entrances to the cemetery on Wharton Street at a proposed cost of $50,000. In addition to the 2 citywide projects, the following items will be on the ballot for District 4 residents. The first item is an ADA feasibility study and plan for the British Woods Park, which seeks to improve the park's accessibility for walking paths and future construction. The proposed cost is $66,000. The Ardmore Park project would replace the traditional water fountain at the park with a motion sensor water bottle filling station. The cost is $10,000. The next project calls for 2 new benches and a set of picnic tables at the Lindell Road Park. The project would cost $10,450. The Looper Park Improvement Project would repair or replace fencing, provide additional ball field seating, and improve the park's ADA accessibility at a proposed cost of $63,800. The final District 4 proposal is the Sunset Hills Park shelter design, which would draft architectural plans for a stone amphitheater and an ADA accessibility park design. The cost is $66,000. In addition to the 2 citywide projects, the following items will be on the ballot for District 5 residents. The first project calls for repairs to the Leonard Recreation Center baseball field. It would repair the scoreboard, improve dugout safety, and address drainage issues at a proposed cost of $30,000. The next project would add bus shelters at the intersection of Groomtown Road and Westgate City Boulevard. A shelter with seating and a trash can would be added to both the inbound and outbound bus stops on the GTA bus route 11. The proposed cost is $30,000. Another District 5 proposal would provide solar charging benches or picnic tables for electronic device charging at the Griffin Recreation Center at a proposed cost of $20,000. The Random Woods Neighborhood Park Master Plan and ADA feasibility study would bring city officials and local residents together to craft a master plan for the park, including a feasibility study of ADA accessibility at one entrance. The project also calls for recommendations for enhanced growth based on community engagement, physical characteristics, and social and economic conditions. The cost is $50,000. The Leonard Recreation Center Kitchen Renovations Project would upfit the kitchen for teaching and also purchase new chairs and tables. The proposed cost is $60,000. The final District 5 proposal calls for new Guilford College New Garden Heritage Community sign toppers. This project would provide up to 20 sign toppers that identify key roads and boundaries of the Guilford College New Garden Heritage Community. The proposed cost is $5,000. To learn more about participatory budgeting and to cast your ballot, visit pbgreensboro.com. Voting ends October 15th.